Hey, good morning, guys. It is Monday morning. ah, I was patting myself on the back this morning for strategically placing my trainer Sue on Monday morning because I hate working out on Monday morning. I mean, I don't mind going to work. I don't mind, getting jacked up and doing my videos, but to go in and go hard on cardio every Monday morning is difficult for me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And last night I didn't get very much sleep at all. I don't know what was going on. And so I was glad I had a scheduled appointment to train with Sue. And she didn't go easy. She didn't go easy this morning. In fact, I just got done sweating. You know how when you work out so hard that you're still sweating an hour later after your shower? And I was like, whoo, okay, all right. My metabolism is still kicking. But it's better than coffee. I was telling her it's better than coffee. When I can get up and make my body stop being lazy. You know. But it's funny when I'm in the gym. I mean, because I go in earlier. I go in about a half hour early before Sue comes, so I can warm up on the arc trainer and just get my body moving and get the sweat going. And my head is on a swivel, and I'm looking at all the different gym members coming in, and the young people, and they're all tight and buff and fit and da 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 da. And I just kind of laughed to myself, because watching healthy people used to really discourage me, and I'm always aware of unhealthy comparisons, and I think we do that too much today. Um, because when we compare ourselves to people, I think we have the tendency to see where they are now as opposed to how they got there. You know, like my boy Patrick. He does videos and his back muscles has the back muscles and he's just really toned and muscular now. And he used to be a little skinny guy. And when you look at him now, you could be intimidated. But instead of comparing yourself to the after image of someone or of where they are and who they are and how they look, maybe we should compare ourselves to how they got there. And what I mean by that is everybody sucked at one point, okay? Everybody had to start somewhere. I don't care who you are. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Senator. I mean, all the people that we may admire, athletes, Kobe, Curry, all those guys had to start at the point where things sucked and they were terrible. And I think when we make these unhealthy comparisons, they're unrealistic because we want to be like like Kobe, Kobe, who's already, was already magnificent. By the time we see him on TV, we compare ourselves to Kevin Hart, who's already making millions doing movies, to The Rock, who's already buff and already doing motivational videos and is already a superstar. We compare ourselves to where people are right now, and that's not fair. It's unrealistic. I've even had people compare themselves to me. They'll say, well, how did you do what you do and be where you are, and they want to start off where I'm at, and you can't. I mean, not that I'm all Gucci and I'm all this super dynamic counselor. That's not how I started. I mean, I started making. I mean, come on, geez. I almost got fired. I don't know how many times. In fact, I did get fired in Ohio because I was too arrogant. I was too cocky. and I didn't know everything I thought I knew, especially when it came to working with people. So we have to put ourselves in a state of humility to where we let go of our ego and understand that I need to suck at this point. Because once I acknowledge how bad I am at this point in my journey, it unlocks my ability to learn. If I'm ego driven, and we can be ego driven even in our depression and our anxiety, because we will accept those issues as our final destination instead of understanding that this is just a temporary problem that I can get out of if I'm willing to learn how to change, willing to suck and humble myself to learn how to change behaviors that I've been struggling with all my life, willing to ask for help. And if you look at our society, a lot of us aren't willing to do that. We're not willing to ask for help. We're not willing to say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I need help. I need a tutor. I need a teacher. I need a mentor. I need a sponsor. I need people in my life that are smarter than me. And when we really get real with ourselves, that's a lot of people. At least it is for me. And I'm pretty smart. But I acknowledge my own suck factor. And it's funny because I listen to David Goggins now. He's one of my new speakers, and he's to me he's funny because he's so real. And he's like, hey, I was fat. He's like, no, I'm not gonna say I was big bone. I'm not gonna say I was a big guy. I was fat. I was unhealthy. I was overweight. And he said I'm not saying that to beat myself down. I'm saying it to acknowledge the state of where I'm at so I know where I need to go. It's like, and I think the reason we're struggling so much in our life today, because it's like we've got this map. And if you can't identify where you are in the map, how can you identify where you've got to go? So, Will, you're right here in your journey to lose weight, okay? You're in a state of suck. You're over here in the land of cellulite and obesity. That's where you are. And it's okay. Because I got to acknowledge that to be able to move to the land of health and fitness. You know, excuse me. It would get so bad that I would be more worried about how I looked in the gym, as far as my clothes matching and if my shirt was too tight and how it looked when I work out, than actually working out in the gym. And that would discourage me because I would be so concerned about how I look like this overweight fat guy, and it would hinder me from doing certain exercises because I'd be embarrassed because I couldn't acknowledge the state of where I was in order to work on getting out of there. That's deep. So now when I'm with Sue and we're doing, we do this thing called dead bugs, and I probably look like a dead bug doing it. And it's, and I just kind of laugh because it's hard. And mind you, I've graduated to now to where I can use the cables while I do dead bugs. And so I see the improvement. But it's funny how my attitude and my ego wouldn't allow me to get real techniques to change my life. It's like a person that has money problems and budgeting issues that doesn't want to go to their uncle who is a financial guru because they don't want to acknowledge that they have a problem with spending money on games on their iPhone. That doesn't want to acknowledge that they have an Amazon Prime shopping problem. So they want to hide it and deal with being dysfunctional than actually get the medicine to cure the issue. I mean, and that's our society. We are symptom driven. We don't want to deal with the root. We just want to deal with the symptoms. So I guess I know I went all over the place, but I mean the biggest part is when you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Compare yourself to how they started, not how they finished. And it will be more inspiring. So when I look at other people who are where I want to be, I want to hear the story of how they started. I don't want to hear about all the vacations they're taking now and all the different cars they're buying now. That stuff doesn't move me. I want to hear how you sucked in the beginning and how you cried and whined and crawled in the dirt to get to where you are, because that stuff is what moves me. So a great motivational speaker that talks about this is Inky Johnson. Okay, you guys should check him out. He's really really good. And he really emphasizes what I'm talking about today. So that's my topic for today, peeps. I'll talk to you later. I'm heading to work, and I love you guys. Peace.